I bought this car for $1. How bad is it? Well, that's the answer we're going to be asking today. I'm going to go through the history of this car, everything that's wrong with it, and the future of my $1 car. Let's begin. This is my 2000 Volkswagen Beetle in Vapor Blue that I bought for $1. So, this used to be my grandma's vehicle. She bought it back in 2000, brand new. And she daily drove it until 2006, until she wasn't well enough to drive. And then from there, it sat for a while in Florida, right off the coast. Yeah, and that wasn't bad enough. In 2018, a hurricane, Cat 5, hit the area and did a lot of damage to this car. Now let's go to October 2020, where I decided to buy this car for $1. And I did the nice wise thing of driving it across the entire country, only for having to sit here for the past couple years. So much for that. But judging by how much wrong with it, yeah, you'll understand why I never bothered. During my trip across the entire country, I had several things happen. Notably, 3 of the tires blew out on me. This window stopped working, which apparently is a common issue on these new Beetles. And I had oil spray all over the windshield, and now just sprayed oil literally everywhere. I still don't know what the issue is. It really could be anything, for all we know. That's just during the trip. Now, you might be looking at the exterior, and it actually looks pretty good. Once I show you the interior, things go south quickly. Okay, we are inside the Beetle. And the first obvious thing to show how bad condition this is this. This is what we used to be the glove box, but we decided to put this here because the glove box decided to crumble into shambles like this piece, which is probably the most stable. You can also see here where this is very sturdy, as you can see. Then we put this handle, which is also very sturdy. You can see the plastic cracking. Seats are actually pretty good. Still smells like Florida with all the moisture and stuff. That's a cobweb. PC doesn't work, so what we did is put the switch here, so it's just on, off. Yeah. Now the car technically does start to run, however we need to jump start the battery, and I don't want to do that, but it does technically run. We have myself a nice flower holder. And oh geez, I broke that. Yeah. So, let me put the camera in here. So around this big pedal, there's a little thing to connect to an electrical wire that acts for the brake lights. It's one of the very few electrical things that work on this, because not a whole lot of these electrics work. I don't know, maybe a bunch of water might have done something with it. Who knows? Who knows? So in 2021, we decided to plug in the scanner and decided to run some stuff. And here's pretty much the most notable things that we found. I mean, there's 141 things, and most of those were engine misfires, which of course it was. So the DTC found, which might be not bad airflow sensor, low fuel pressure, vacuum leak, who knows. Bad fuel injector number 1, bad fuel injector number 3, bad fuel injector number 4, all sorts of fun stuff. Oxygen sensor is slow. The oxygen banks don't work. And the evap emission system has a leak. You know, so it basically pollutes a lot, but I mean, it's Volkswagen. I don't think they care. Hey there, Ladybug. Can you please give me a good look for this car? Please. Thank you. Alright, so here's what's under the hood. It's a 2.0-liter gasoline engine, making about, maybe about like 0.20, maybe, I don't know. Very low amount. You guys see the condition that the engine's in. I'm scared to take that off because there might be a wasp nest under there. But, I mean, it's mostly the hoses that are the issue, because they probably like dry rotted by a hurricane or just sitting for so long. But mechanically, everything's actually alright. Like I said, this thing does technically run. I just don't want to start up this battery. which, yeah, I just don't want to start the battery. Now then, what is the future of this car? Well, right now, it's planning to junk it. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of issues that already need to be solved, and there's probably a lot more that we don't know of, and we simply do not have the time or money to just spend on this car, because it's just not worth it. It's only worth to me on a sentimental value, because like I said, this was my grandmother's. The last time I saw her was actually during this trip to take this back to my house here. So, yeah. I mean, if you're interested, maybe I can sell it, but like I said, it's probably playing goes in junkyard because good luck. That's all I'd say. Rest in peace, Marina. You were an awesome car. A couple other things I kind of forgot to mention. The car has about 63,000 miles. Like I said, it wasn't really driven much. I mean, it was daily driven between 2000 and 2006, which got to 60K. It was driven a bit in 2017, and then I drove across the country, which I had another 1,000 miles onto that. So, yeah. Another thing is, if I am going to sell it, I actually want it to be under $1,000, because I seriously don't think it's worth over $1,000. I mean, I can probably get away with selling it $2 to $3 grand, just seeing what I've been seeing on the market, but I just don't want to because I seriously don't think it's worth it, and I don't want to be a scumbag. Something to also note is that I'm not planning to be an automotive YouTube channel. I am normally a gaming channel, and that's what I've been for the past 6 years. Although if there's enough demand, I might start making automotive content, but this video was originally planned to be a one-off video as a tribute to Marina, my $1 car. With that, thank you for watching, and have a good day, everybody.